Hey there, this is Real Talk Baseball. I'm Carlos Baseball. With me, as always, is Will Power and Tony Snap. It's been a while since we went on, but we're finally here, right?
Yeah, just in time for fantasy baseball when
To
it's
be
over.
over. And exciting news since we were part of a fantasy baseball for the podcast. You guys want to give out news and how we do?
Well, we did really well throughout the whole season, man. We actually finished the season with the best record overall out of the 16 teams that were all invited to play. I know there were a lot of teams on there that didn't really pay attention every single day like we did, but we're seasoned in fantasy baseball, so we kind of always had it from the beginning, in my opinion.
Oh, you think we had it from the beginning? We're just like, we got this in the bag.
Yeah,
Tony, what do you say about that?
I think we drafted really well.
we did. We drafted very well.
Yeah, and I remember me and Will were on it like before the draft. We were like, it's a 16 team league. It's gonna be like we have to get the right players, and I feel like we did that. We had Muncy, we had Bryant,
Muncy was so clutch throughout the whole season, man. He definitely helped us get to the amount of wins that we had.
Yeah, exactly. And dude,
the only thing that messed us up, which actually didn't mess us up in the end since we won the whole thing anyway, but Trevor Bauer, drafting Trevor Bauer, like what was it, third overall?
Was he a third overall? I think so.
Our third pick, like our second.
I think he was our second pick.
Yeah, that sounds right. Actually,
I think Albies was our third.
Yeah, so our second pick, man, we lost him halfway through the season, and I think it's just the knowledge that we have about pitchers in general. We picked up Framber Valdez, we picked up Luis Garcia. There were a lot of either deep sleepers or rookies that either most people haven't even heard of, or we just had the opportunity to get them before anyone else did. Tony and I really pay attention to fantasy baseball in general. So what kind of sucked though is that ESPN only allows two different members to run the team. So it sucks for you, Carlos, that you weren't really able to log in and check on the team as often as Tony and I did.
But I had a little bit of input, but like you guys wanted to get some players like the pitcher from the Marlins, Sanchez. Like you guys kept holding him on. I'm like, let him go. Let him go already. And it's like you guys were like, no, we got to keep him. I'm like, come on, dude. Like, nah. You remember, Tony, you're laughing because you know about that, man.
Yeah.
You're the main one saying that we need to keep him. And then Will's like, I think so. You were seconding that motion. And I'm like, come on, dude. Like, drop this guy. This guy's going to have Tommy John. Like, I mean, did he have Tommy John or he had shoulder surgery?
But he shut down though.
Yeah, he shut down completely. Like, and I agree with you guys. I think the draft was really well put together. Even though I did see
Robbie Ray. I think we even drafted Robbie Ray too, man.
Yeah, we did.
What a fuck, like, dude, our draft was awesome, and I honestly like I would love to take credit for for this one, but I feel like we really won it because of Will and his pickups. He picked up India. What's his name? Jonathan India. Good player, man. He probably end up winning Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
If he keeps it up, and I think
if he keeps it up, what you mean? There's only 3 games left.
Valdez. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I think Will already mentioned Valdez and Garcia were another like key pickups. So yeah, man, hats off, Will. Well, the team, whatever, we did it.
Should we give him a big round? A big.
Can't wait to see the trophy in the back.
A crowd pleaser.
A big kiss.
No, let's give him a big crowd pleaser.
Dang.
Have you seen the trophy?
Honestly, man, like, you guys know points leagues a lot, and you haven't really dabbled too much into categories leagues, which I'm glad Tony was able to like really be there to kind of like get a different perspective, because I do points leagues and categories leagues. Categories are definitely my specialty, whereas Tony's more into the points leagues. He's been doing it longer. I feel like there's definitely different strategies for points and compared to categories leagues. You're worried about ERA and WHIP. In a points league, if you have unlimited pickups, sometimes you can just add streaming pitchers every single day, and it'll just help out throughout the week just to get your total points up. Even if you get a couple guys that only get 3 points, 4 points, maybe like a -1, -2 once in a while, it doesn't really hurt you that bad, But if you have Max Scherzer and he pitched in Colorado last week, and he gave up 5 earned runs in what was it, like 3 innings? I don't even think he completed.
Who was it, Marquez?
Yeah, exactly.
They did pretty bad.
So I mean that's really going to hurt your ERA, and it's really hard to come back from that, as unless you really have a solid core pitching rotation. In categories leagues, you can't just keep on adding pitchers because you're going to mess up your ERA and WHIP just so much more. I mean, unless you're already losing those 2 categories, then you try to go for wins and Ks, quality starts. You can just keep on adding, but that's the biggest points, I think, that is like the biggest difference between the categories and the points leagues is you have to be a little more wise about your pickup strategy.
You got to keep on keeping on, I think, like Joe Dirt says. To be honest, I think we have another champ besides the league of the podcast, which is what is it? The World Pod Classic. What is it? Beer League? Or no, not Beer League. Who is it? The guys that have the
Sunday League podcast.
Sunday League podcast. So big shout out to them, like, for putting this together. I think it brought a bunch of podcasts together, not only just for the fantasy baseball side, but actually having like a little network where you can talk to, and like, how do you do this? How do you do that? And you see like the whole everybody was talking on it, on the communication, on the, on the message board. So, I mean, big shout out to them. Like,
I don't know if you guys knew, but the guy that we actually faced in the championship, which was
705,
the Phillies podcast.
Yeah.
Is it 705 yet?
Is it 705? Another shout out to them.
He actually lives about 30 minutes away from me.
Dang.
Yeah, we were chatting on Instagram, kind of like, giving our backstories and stuff. It was kind of cool. And it's a small world that we would actually be against a guy that only lives a half hour away from me in the Philadelphia area.
You guys should hang out.
Yeah.
Or bring him on the show. Like,
I was actually thinking about it. He's already on podcasts. He's on his own. So it'd be cool to have a Phillies podcaster come on to ours and give their 2 cents as the Phillies actually just their season just ended. They're definitely not going to the playoffs. I think they
as of yesterday, right?
As of yesterday, yeah.
Yeah. The Braves won the division, and we're gonna get into that right now. But Tony, how did you do with the other 2 podcasts with the other 2 fantasy baseball leagues? I heard that you did pretty well.
Yeah, I did really good.
Are you hating on this guy or what?
Who?
Will? Yeah.
I'm not gonna hate on Will. Will had some great moves, man, and it's just it was just bad luck, for some teams. That's when it comes to playoffs, it all boils down to kind of like luck and those last minute moves, which can either cost you or win you the game or the title or the championship. I feel like my team was solid in all of them. I feel like I drafted pretty well. Well, not necessarily drafted well, but I mean, we all have that eye, like we know which players to pick up. And I picked up the right players at the right time in certain leagues. And in our league, the RTB league, I ended up winning the whole thing. I got first place in that one.
Cheater.
Cheated. I was cheating the whole time. I don't know, man. In that league, in all my leagues, I did a bunch of trades.
That one was a really tough league, dude, because every single person in that league was on it. They were paying attention every single day. Every time that there was a game about to start, 5 minutes before, everyone was on. Just making sure that all their players were all set, because it's a daily lineup league.
Yeah.
And you have to pay attention all day, every day, because 5 minutes before game time, if all of a sudden, if you have Fernando Tatis Jr. and he gets scratched from the game because he has
left cheek irritable left cheek or something,
left vagina soreness, then
and in the veg.
Damn, man,
you need to make sure that if you have available bats on your bench, that you have to switch them out, and you can't lose out on those possible home runs or doubles or triples or whatever is going to help you in the league. A lot of times there are guys on the bench that you leave on the bench that get 10 points, and if you're not paying attention and you have a guy in your lineup that's not even playing today, and then you have the guy that's on the bench that gets 10 points and you lose your league or you lose the week by 6 points, you screwed yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, and that's what kind of like makes it tough. I got second place in the other one with Javi and what's it called?
Inglorious Bashers.
Yeah. Inglorious Bashers. In that league, I ended up in second place. I feel like there was a couple of moves that I maybe overreacted.
Dude, when I faced you in the semifinals in that league, if there were 2 different things that I could have done. You already know what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
Jordan Lyles. If I did not pick up Jordan Lyles, I would have.
Oh yeah, he killed you. He killed
me. He got me -6, I think.
You would have won by like 4 points or something.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think you won by 10 points that week.
Yeah.
And then another.
It was the last game.
There was like 2 pitchers that got you negative.
It was the last game of the day, I think, is what made you win, right, Tony?
Dude, Javi texted me and he was like, "Dude, you got this. You're leading by 60 points. There's no way he's gonna make a comeback."
Yeah.
I told him, don't count Tony out. This fool knows what he's doing,
Yeah, dude, and I almost came back on that guy too. To win the other league, almost, dude.
Yeah,
he ended up scoring like 120 points on a Friday, and I only scored like 50. So he was already like up 60 points, and I came back over the weekend and only losing by like 20, like 21 or something like that. And if I would have stuck, Will, if I would have stuck with Yelich and Springer. They were doing really bad for me towards the end of the season or whatever, or during the championship game.
Yeah,
they only got me like 1 point, and then I was just like,
I
dropped
it. George Springer and
I picked him up
playoffs, and you picked him up, and I counted all the points that he got from the time you picked him up until the end, and he got a total of 6 points.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
He was
but see, look, on Saturday and Sunday
for
though,
2 weeks.
Let me just stop you there though. On Saturday and Sunday, they both combined for like 30 points. So if I would have kept them, I would have won.
You benched them?
No, I got rid of them and picked up. I dropped them and I picked up Bell and Hayes, which they ended up getting me like 20 something points, But if I would have got the 30 points from the original players I had, I would have won. Yeah. But shit happens, Well, but I did really well.
You know what else too? In the round where me and you faced each other, so Joey Votto and Brandon Belt, I had both of them, and both of them had the day off. So I left Joey Votto on the bench, and I had Brandon Belt in my utility. If that was switched, Joey Votto came in and pinch hit a home run that day. He got I think it was 10 points because it was
that messed you up too. That messed you up too, if I remember.
See,
I'm telling you,
it's those little moves, dude, that you have to make sure you're on top of it, and you, especially towards the end of the week, man, because on a weekend, really anything can happen. There's a lot of day games, and during day games, the ball flies, so your hitters could really produce. That's usually what happens Friday, Saturday, Sunday, is your bats just kind of overpower even your pitching. Even if you have a couple aces going, like your bats could get 80 points in the day.
Yeah,
which is crazy, dude. Well, I mean, Tony won that fantasy baseball, and we won it on the podcast league. And I mean, second place, third place is not bad either. You still get a little bit of money, right? Why not?
Yeah, we ended up second and third, huh? In Javi's league.
Yeah,
which is good.
I made the playoffs on both of them, so
you did too.
Yeah. So I just lost track. The both of them, I lost track on them. So There's no excuse. I just
you had a lot of stuff going on too. With
it's just I don't know. Next year, there's always next year. There's always a baseball season next year, and
you
then
should just make me your co-owner, man.
Yeah, I'll make you the co-owner.
I'll just make the moves.
Well, let's continue on, man. I know there's a lot of baseball left. There's only 3 games left, but there's a pennant race to be.
It's still a lot,
and it's still there's 4 teams in the American League that are trying to go in as the wild card team. There's the Mariners, there's the Red Sox, the Yankees, and the Blue Jays, and there could be a 4-way tie. Never in the history of baseball has that ever happened. So for you baseball gurus and baseball nerds, man, if that ever happens, a 4-way tie for the playoffs.
What happens then? Do they have 2? It has to be 2.
Yeah, so there has to be. Games? No, so what's going to happen is 163 games for all 4 teams, and they're going to face off on Monday, and then the winners of those 2 games will face off on Tuesday for the wild card game. Yeah.
The same thing if the Giants and the Dodgers, if they tie this week. Hey, it could still happen, man.
No, I don't think so.
The Dodgers have to win all 3, and the Giants have to lose 2. But they're facing the Padres.
Yeah, and the Padres suck, man. What happened to them?
They don't really suck. They're just
yes, they do.
Been falling apart.
No. Dude, they came out too strong. I think
they're just it's not that they come out too strong. It's they have bad luck, bro. The Dodgers and the Giants are killing it right now, bro. And they're right there. How are you going to win games like that, against the Giants and the Dodgers who are playing like world championship teams,
that's what I'm saying about the Giants right now. The Giants haven't lost any games, and we've been texting back and forth, and I've been telling you, like, what you say, Will, I'm always optimistic about these things, and I always say, oh yeah, the Dodgers are still in it. They're still going to try to win it. I honestly feel that the Giants are just on it. They're just not going to let up. They're going to try to win the division. And these last 3 games against the Padres, the Giants have been killing them all year. Just like the Dodgers at the beginning of the season, Padres were just killing the Dodgers. That's what I'm saying. They came too strong
for the Padres.
They're struggling with pitching right now, man.
Yeah, they're
with pitching.
Dude, they're so desperate. Picking up Jake Arrieta, picking up Vince Velasquez. If that's your last resort, man, you are the most.
They look like my fantasy team.
Exactly.
I'll put them in there.
Yeah.
The Padres couldn't even finish with a 500 record, dude. They're under 500 right now.
No, they could finish under 500 if they lose 2 out of the 3 that are coming up against the Giants.
So right now they're at a 491 percentage. So they
are under
all 3. They have to win all 3 to finish at 500 because
they're
at 78 and 81.
So they are under 500.
Yeah, they're under 500 right now. They have to sweep the Giants just to finish at 500.
If that happens and the Dodgers sweep the Brewers and there's no 163 game, and I stand corrected, I guess I lost a little bit of faith, I guess.
Dude, this is playoff baseball right now. Even though the playoffs haven't started yet, when you have teams that are going against each other in the division, there's a rivalry there. Even though the Padres are the little brother of the Dodgers, and they kind of been a thorn in our side during the whole season. It was kind of like the same thing with the Giants. The Padres are kind of sneaky, and
they are.
They'll pull out a win out of nowhere, where they'll have like Ryan Weathers go out there and he'll pitch 5 shutout innings, and their bullpen's pretty decent. It's just Darvish. He was very inconsistent. Keep on going on the IL. No Clevenger this year. Blake Snell was horrible all season until just like the last month of the season.
Yeah,
all of a sudden he turned into the ace again. Like he was
Musgrove
great.
Was okay.
And then Blake Snell goes out on the IL.
So Musgrove is not that bad because he was with the Pirates and he did a lot better than what he did with the Pirates. He had a better ERA and he was consistent. He was consistent with the
His ERA did improve though.
Yeah,
definitely
it improved a lot.
With that team behind him.
Yeah. So
it's a much better ballpark.
It's a pitcher's ballpark. And
I just think everything, like when you have hitters and you have better players, just like their defense
it's also
is
his
up,
hometown. And when you have motivation like that, you tend to perform better.
Exactly. Not only that, but I think the Padres, like I said at the beginning of when we started talking about this,
200 strikeouts this weekend.
Who, Musgrove?
Yeah, he has 199 from what I saw. So that's a good season, right?
Yeah, it is.
Definitely.
200 strikes.
Yeah. So like what I was saying, is this, I think the Padres came on too strong at the beginning of the season. It's not a 60-game season. And that's how they played it last year, where they played 60 games. They played it hard. They went to the playoffs and they got swept by the Dodgers. This year, what happened is they came out strong. They played hard against the Giants. They played hard against the Dodgers. The Giants is a sneaky team. Like they came out of nowhere. No one thought that the Giants were going to be on top of the league and even winning or going into the playoffs. They're on the verge of winning the division, which were supposed to be the Padres and Dodgers on top, right? So the Giants weren't the Padres weren't expecting the Giants, and those hard games, catch up with you. So the Padres need to learn, and I think Tingler's not going to be there next year. I think they're going to have to go get another coach. I think the Padres are going to become that team to where they start off a little slow and then start picking it up little by little. That's how the Dodgers played all their season. They played a lot of injuries. They played it safe. And the Giants, what the hell with the Giants? Like the Giants just played hard all year.
Yeah.
And they're old. They're older.
They are old, but that's why there was a 60-game season last year, and a lot of these older guys were able to nurse some injuries and get healthy. A lot of times you can't do that when you play consecutive seasons over and over again. 162 games. It's not just about the baseball that you play. It's about the time in between the series where you're just traveling all day.
Yeah.
If you're in your hometown in let's say the Padres, San Diego, and you have to go and play against the Pirates in a weekend series, then when your series is done on Thursday and you have to fly over to Pittsburgh, that's almost a 6-hour flight, maybe even a little bit more, and then they have to go to the hotel and check in, and you don't know about traffic. There's so many factors that go in where these guys just stay tired all season long. Baseball is a marathon. It's not like football where you only play 16 games and then you have the playoffs.
You have a whole week.
They have a whole week, dude.
Yeah, but your body still goes through it though. Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's a lot more physical than baseball is.
Yeah, if you guys have never played football, oh my God. I remember I took a beating in that. And like I felt like a bus hit me like
but
bad. Bad.
Well, it's because it's fucking hell week and shit like that.
Your body, right? But when football teams don't travel that much, they only travel once a week.
That's true. And if you're talking about
2 or 3 home games in a row, then they don't have to travel at all.
Yeah.
They get to go home every night.
Especially if you're the Dodgers, man. Remember when I was saying in one of these shows, I said that why did the MLB allow for the Dodgers to play at 5:00 and then they had to be in St. Louis or New York the next day and play that 1:00 game? It's like, come on, man, let these guys sleep. These guys are in the West Coast. They're going into the East Coast or to the Central. And then like
they're already losing 3 hours right there.
They're already losing 3 hours of sleep. So you get to the ballpark and have no practice.
When you have guys that are on the wrong side of 30, a lot of these guys are. You got Muncy, Turner, Scherzer, Kershaw. There's so many guys that are a little bit on the older side, and bodies take longer to heal. You need a little bit more sleep. It's not like the guys like Gavin Lux or even Corey Seager that's 27, I think, or 28, who can still, they can last on 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night, and they're going to be able to recover a lot easier.
So before we continue with the Dodgers and who are we going to predict to win the playoff series and the wild card, whatever, let's talk about.
You already know your prediction.
My prediction, the Giants.
Yeah, your favorite team's gonna win it.
Nah, man, why do you think I have them right here? San Francisco, right there. You see
that?
Your face right there, bro.
You've been on the Giants nuts for like a month now already.
Dude, come on, you got as a baseball fan, you got to recognize
they can lose
the talent.
2 games and we win all 3.
Oh man, come on, is it really gonna happen?
Look at him. Not against my Giants.
Look, in the last 10.
What are you? What? No,
I know, bro. I don't know. It's all the front.
It's all the front.
In the last 10 games, the Dodgers are 8-2, and the Giants
hold on. Before we continue with that, let's talk about the wild card in the American League. I know we got sidetracked with the Dodgers and Giants because that's where we are. We're Dodger fans, but let's talk about the Mariners, Blue Jays, Yankees, and Red Sox. Like, who's going to take that wild card spot? The 2 wild card spots. I know.
I go Boston.
I know you've been on
Boston and Toronto. Those would be my picks. That's who I want to see.
You don't want to see the 4-game series, like a 4-game.
Go for it. I don't care. Yeah,
look,
get them tired.
I would look, to be honest, I would like to see the Mariners and I would like to see the Blue Jays.
Nah.
Yeah. The Mariners are playing good baseball right now.
No Mariners.
No,
the Mariners have no chance.
That guy cost me Tyler
I want to see teams that can actually win the World Series.
Bro.
Fantasy baseball aside, man.
We're talking. Look, let me just get this off my chest, okay? I would have won if fucking Tyler Anderson would have just got me 4 measly points. Instead, Tyler Anderson against the Angels of all teams.
Was it Ohtani? Was it Ohtani though?
He pitched against Ohtani.
Okay, there you go.
Which was bad.
Okay, then that's not his fault.
But still, minus 18.
That's a Babe Ruth. How are you going to go against a Babe Ruth? Hey, come on.
Look. I lost by 21 points.
Wow.
I lost by 21 points, and this guy got me minus 18. So when I say if he would have just got me 4 measly points, I mean that I would have won the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
That guy cost me minus 18, and I lost by 21.
So you're hating on the
never
Mariners
have that guy in your
I will never own stock in Tyler Anderson again.
And if you ever pick him up, Will, if he ever picks him up, remind him. Please.
Oh, we will.
Remind him of this day.
I'm not going to draft him. I'm saying.
No. You say you will never have him on your You say you will never have him on your roster. Isn't that right, Will? That's what he said. Right?
Stock.
Well, no. That's what he said.
Same thing.
Come on, I can stream them.
No. You better not, because we're gonna remind you of these things. Remember when you said blah blah blah.
You know what? I'm not gonna trust them in the playoffs. That's what I'll do.
See, and that's the thing with the Mariners. I don't trust the Mariners in the playoffs. Let's say they do make it. Let's say that they're the wild card. Let's say they win the wild card game. Are they going to win the division series? No.
Against the Rays?
Against what? The White Sox?
No
Rays? Oh.
Even Houston. Against either one of them. There's no way that they can win a 5-game series against either one of those teams. With what pitching?
Oh, yeah.
Justice Sheffield.
Hey, but okay, so okay.
Coochie.
All right, so we already Will, you haven't give your 2 teams from the wild card.
I would really love to see Boston and Toronto.
That's me. Yeah.
You wouldn't want to see the Yankees and the Red Sox go at it?
Happen? I don't think that's going to happen. I think that it's probably going to be the Yankees. I think they're going to be one that's going to get it, and probably Boston.
And then they go face off against the Rays, right?
Yeah.
And who do you got there? Rays and whoever your wild card team.
I think it's going to be the Yankees, because Garrett Cole, when he shows up, he's the ace. He's already shown.
They lost Tyon though, right?
Oh, did they? I didn't know.
A long time ago.
No, like recently he came back and then he got hurt again.
Okay, so then you got the Yankees.
But Severino's back.
So who do you got on the other side? So you said the Yankees, and who do you got on the Astros and what is it? The Astros and White Sox?
Yeah.
Who do you got there?
I got to say the White Sox.
Yeah.
And then who do you got to go to the World Series?
It's got to be the White Sox, man.
Damn.
I think that they deserve it. Dude, have you seen Luis Robert? What he's been doing since he came back off the IL?
Record doesn't reflect it for me though. The record doesn't reflect it for me because they're in the Central. I'm not hating on the White Sox. I think they're good, and yeah, maybe it's gonna come back and bite me in the ass. But I honestly think that
they do Astros, lose a lot.
Yeah,
I seen them lose like to stupid teams. And I'm just like, what the
teams
fuck?
That are not even playing all that well.
I'm like expecting. Like I own Lance Lynn and Giolito in both my leagues.
I honestly thought the White Sox were going to
blow every team off.
Yeah, I thought the White Sox were going to blow the teams off like big time. They were going to be the top of the league.
Yeah, I was expecting 100+ games.
Exactly. Them. So they didn't. So I think
they feel a little short. Series. I mean, 91, 92 wins or something like that.
I'm just going to put it like that. It's going to be the Astros for me in the American League.
The Astros and the Dodgers?
Damn.
You don't think the Dodgers are going to make it?
No, well, let's talk about National League. We're talking about American League. Don't get ahead of me. Relax. Man, you guys are just getting too ahead of me. Like, all right. So I got the Astros. Will has who did you get? Will, who did you pick for the World Series? White Sox? White Sox. Tony, who do you pick?
I'm not here, man. I left.
Oh, you're still on. All right, so we'll wait for Tony to come back because he's over there.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
No, just tell me who.
You got me upset, bro.
Why? Because I picked the Astros.
Because you picked the Giants.
No, I'm not picking the Giants. I just didn't want to get ahead.
Dude, you're picking the Giants and the Astros.
I'm not picking the Giants and Astros. I'm picking Dodgers, Astros. Dang, there you go. I want the 2017 freaking World Series again. That's what I want. I mean, I don't care if the White Sox or the Yankees or the Rays are playing good baseball. I just think the Astros know how to get to the World Series, and they will get to the World Series, just like the Dodgers.
But they won't because their pitching isn't there, man.
And they had a good Greinke last year. They had so many more.
Greinke's not there.
Greinke's not there. More, exactly. They had so many more tools last year than compared to this year. They don't have any pitching anymore.
They have the hitting, though. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
So Tony, you haven't told me though. Who you gonna pick in the American League?
The American League, I go Chicago.
The White Sox. So 2 White Sox and 1 Astros. All right. Cool. Let's move on to the National League.
I like Tampa a lot, though, man.
I do too.
I would like to see that rematch
with the Dodgers,
just because I feel like we would own them and shut them up. You know.
Who, the Astros?
No, the Tampa Bay Rays.
Oh, again?
I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people are like, they only won because it's 16. Season. Yeah, exactly.
Different if it
was, let's do it again. Same team.
You know what though? You know what really helped the Rays?
But I also would love to see the Houston and the Dodgers, man. Like, why not?
Yeah,
you know, like
that would be fun to watch.
Or if you want to get into more, if you want to get more into that, like why don't you just want to see the Dodgers and Yankees? That would be epic. That'll be epic.
I want to do the Dodgers and Boston again too, though.
Oh, damn! Too many series. Too many series to pick one. Hey, I got one for you guys. You guys seen the glove out in the outfield for the Giants? Have you guys seen that big old glove by the Coca-Cola? Do you guys know the story behind that?
No. Yeah, that one finger is for the Dodgers.
Okay, there's only good. You know about it.
So well, that's your favorite team. You would know too.
Oh my God! Look at this guy.
You pitched them the idea, I think.
Yeah, I pitched the idea so we can hate them. You know. Oh my God! So that for those of you that don't know, that glove only has 4 fingers, and those 4 fingers is missing the middle finger.
The middle finger.
And that middle finger is dedicated
that finger to
the Dodgers
organizations.
So it's a big rivalry. That's why I have the Giants sign, and that's the only Giant thing I have here. So I have them right here on the toilet seat. I think the toilet seat was more than the sign. So it's worth a lot more than that sign. I'm just putting it out there for everybody so you guys know that I am a big Dodger fan. Anyway.
He's lying.
Nah, come on, man, get out of here. So it's not going to happen to where like the Dodgers aren't going to be able to play the Giants if they don't get through this first game. And that first game is critical because you had 17 wins in the Cardinals. Like they're playing good baseball. They're getting into the playoffs, playing good baseball.
If you're the Dodgers, if you're Dave Roberts, who do you start in game 1?
Scherzer.
Really? Because he messed up the last 2 starts.
Yeah,
but that was Colorado.
That's Colorado, man.
Colorado, but then the second start was at home
and against the Padres.
Who, though?
Padres.
He gave up 5 runs.
So we're still kind of
okay.
So look, contention.
So look,
dude, that was the night that we were supposed to record that night, and then we didn't end up doing
mention
it. We had other stuff going on. But
no, get on him. He's right here. Just tell him. Just get on him. Tony, he's like, oh, I'm gonna go to the game. I can't record today. And then he falls asleep on live YouTube.
Twice.
I'm saying it.
He fell asleep twice.
Hey, man, I'm on the wrong side of 30. You said that shit earlier, right? So a couple of us got to sleep a little more.
You need sleep? Damn it. Man. Snaps. That's why his name is Snaps, because he likes to take a lot of naps. Oh, where are you going?
With the capital N. Again.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
I'm sleeping.
Oh, my God. Dude.
He's embarrassed.
All right. So anyway, Scherzer did get lit up by the Padres earlier when he was with the Nationals. So that's why a lot of Padre fans were like, oh yeah, you can have him. We're going to get on him. And oh my God, that's another thing. Like these Padre fans, like, where are they? I don't see them anymore. You know how many times I got in fights with them on TikTok, dude?
Real quick.
Oh my God. They ran. They're under that rock that they where they belong pretty much. Like I've never seen so many Padre fans in my life. Like seriously, like I've never seen them in my life. And this year it was like, yeah, I'm a Padre fan. I'm a Padre. I'm like, what the hell? You were wearing a Dodger hat last year. Like, what happened? You know, like it's crazy. Dude, like, come on, man. Like,
hey, bro.
It happens. And not right now, like, you know, there's a lot of Giant fans. And now it's like everywhere.
Yeah,
it's
I've
like,
been seeing a lot of Giants hats.
Oh my
UCLA.
God.
I don't see that shit, man.
No, I'm seeing all that SF all over this place. Yeah. And it's like, oh, come on, man. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that. Not out here in LA. Come on. We already have like a bad rap here in baseball, being the I guess the most angriest fans. And then in football, our freaking
I think that goes to the Yankees, man.
No, but no. And then football.
Baseball? I would say we're probably the most
violent.
violent, yeah.
I would, but like mean and shit like that, it's probably Yankees and like Phillies.
Well, a lot of people hate on the Dodger fans. A lot of people don't like
but the Dodgers, you know what? You're probably right, Carlos. I remember when Kershaw, he blew the game for us. And like the World Series.
How many times though? A lot.
But he's one of the main reasons we make it to the playoffs. You know,
of course. He's a pitcher.
But it sucks. But I kind of agree. You know, like I remember when the hate got really bad for Kershaw, that people were burning his jersey, running it over. You know what I mean? Like
that sucked. Yeah,
I remember watching it and just being like. Not like upset because like I don't really let shit like that get to me, but like I remember just being like, why would you do that? You know? Mm-hmm. I mean, like I would get it if I'm like I'm there and like, oh shit, I'm in the line. You know, I don't want to be like,
yeah.
But like, you know what I mean? Like,
I know.
I wouldn't be the guy to like light my jersey on fire.
No, that's an expensive jersey. Why would I burn it? Like, no, that makes no sense. But what I was getting to
a Giants jersey just to light it on fire.
I wouldn't do that either.
With that said,
I would just buy a fucking Dodger jersey.
Wait, with that said, Will, you brought up something that I talked to you and Javi, and I don't think I've ever brought this conversation to Tony, and I want to bring that conversation to him because I remember Will and Javi said, I don't know if you remember the question though. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. What team would you rather play for if you were to play in Major League Baseball? Was it the Yankees or the Giants? Tony, give me your answer.
I think the Giants. The Giants. The Yankees.
Why?
The Yankees, just because of the history.
Okay.
The history, and just because I don't like the Giants. I wouldn't want to fucking be there.
Will, what did you answer? Do you remember what you answered?
Yeah, I said.
What'd you say? No, hell no. You said the Giants because it's a smaller organization and you would rather play for them. And I was like, what? Aren't you a Dodger fan?
I remember.
Bring up the recording.
I'd rather be.
I remember.
Hey, what's his name?
I could not look at myself in the mirror with that Giants jersey on. There's no way that I would hate myself. I would hate myself just to put on a Giants jersey.
All right, I'm gonna bring it up, Will, because I remember I was so like, what? No way. Like, why did you say the Giants? And Javi was like, yeah, it's a smaller organization, and I'd rather play for them because you'll get lost in the Yankees organization. And I'm like,
I don't care. I'd rather be Russell Door in the Yankees organization than like
that 27 rings.
Oh, I remember now.
Remember? You said the Giants.
I'm not shaving off this beard for nobody, and that's why I don't want to go to the game.
I don't have a problem there.
I don't care. I'm gonna play for the elite team.
Like, all right,
Yankees. I'm gonna be a Yankee. A Yankee instead. You rather be a Giant than a Yankee? Damn. I don't have a gun.
I don't have a gun. Set it off, bro.
Why did it have to be between those two teams?
Why? Because you're talking about the elite team. Elite team is the Yankees, and then the most hated team to us, which we're Dodger fans, is the Giants. I
hate the Astros a little bit more.
No, I mean, yeah.
You know what? I wouldn't mind being an Astros though, because I didn't grow up with the rivalry like I did with the Giants.
The Giants, and the Giants, you grow up like hating them.
Yeah.
Look, dude. Look. Come on, man.
you do, huh?
Yeah.
I remember you used to have the sticker in the toilet, right?
Yeah, I used to have it in the toilet. So you won't miss. I don't want you.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
So you won't piss outside the toilet. Like, yeah, I'm pissing.
There's piss all over the walls. I'll be like, what the hell? Why is Carlos' bathroom looks like a fucking men's bathroom?
This is the thing too, is that we have a rivalry with the organization itself, right? With the Giants. But I respect so many of the Giants players throughout.
Yeah, that's different though. That's different.
But I don't respect anyone on the current Astros roster. Maybe the new guy that we didn't want to draft.
What about Greinke?
Nah, forget
Tucker.
Greinke. He was there.
Alvarez didn't even play during that stretch. Tucker didn't even play during
That's what
that
I'm talking
stretch.
about. Kyle Tucker. Maybe Kyle Tucker and a couple like the younger guys, but
they weren't on the roster.
They weren't on the roster. No.
Yeah.
But guys like Correa, guys like Altuve and Yuli Gurriel.
I don't like those guys. Like Gurriel.
No, me neither. But
if I were to get drafted right now, I would not want to be in the same clubhouse as those guys.
Hey, but
of course.
I would love to be in the same clubhouse as Buster Posey, as Brandon Belt, as Brandon Crawford. I would love to be in company like that.
So what you're saying is that you're secretly a Giant.
So I respect talent.
I would love to be with Posey and Crawford and Bumgarner.
No, so look, I'm just bringing up I'm just bringing up the rivalry. The rivalry is huge from when we were pretty much introduced to baseball.
I remember when they picked up Jeff Kent and I was mad, bro.
New York still.
You remember that?
I remember that.
Picked up Jeff Kent. I was like, why the fuck are you picking this guy up?
Yeah, Jeff Kent is a big time Giant.
Get this motherfucker out of here. I don't give a fuck if he fucking is good or whatever.
Yeah.
And he didn't even do shit for us either. I thought
he was part of that 4 home runs. He was part of the 4 home runs. Do you remember that? He was part of those 4 home runs.
Hey, you know what would be awesome, dude?
What?
You know what would be awesome if we could have Sergio Romo on this podcast and talk to him about being on the Giants and being on the Dodgers.
And he was a Dodger fan.
He grew up in LA.
Yeah, his whole family's a Dodger. Well, let's make it happen, man. Let's try to get messages out there. Mr. Tony over there, you know how to talk to people. Yeah, come on, man. You always have to be like, nah, I don't talk to anybody. Get out.
Yeah. Ever since COVID happened, I don't like talking to nobody.
Get on the Twitter. Get on the Twitter and get Sergio Romo on here. And if you do that, I'll give you a cookie.
That would be amazing. You know what? I tell you guys. I actually have I have a link to Bobby Dahlbeck. I might actually be able to get Bobby Dahlbeck on the show.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Well, get him on. Get him on here. We want to talk to him.
There's a guy that I met over here. He is actually the godfather of Bobby Dahlbeck. And he says that he talks to him on a daily basis. He watches all the Boston games. Oh, for those that don't know who Bobby Dahlbeck is, he's pretty much the starting first baseman of the Boston Red Sox now.
Pretty much.
And
he's going to be.
He's a prospect, bro.
He was a top prospect.
He does got pop. I know he got pop.
Yeah, big time home run hitter.
Yeah,
he strikes out a lot.
Why is that got to be the second thing?
I know.
We're trying to bring him on, bro.
Yeah, we're trying to root for him. We're trying to root for you to make it happen.
Ever. One of the main reasons they didn't pick up Rizzo because we had Dahlbeck.
Oh my God, that's your man crush. You had to bring your man crush up, Rizzo.
I love Rizzo,
my God.
but like to be honest, and I love the Red Sox. They're probably like my second team. The Red Sox. You said
the Blue Jays.
The Blue Jays too. I love the Blue Jays, the Red Sox. I love a lot of teams, man. To be honest,
you like all 32 teams? I think you do. I think you like all teams.
No, I don't like Texas, Detroit. You know,
Baltimore. Get the hell out of here with Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Really? You like them with
Baltimore has like
Ripken.
Baltimore has like 100 fans total.
And I'm
102, 101
right here, bro.
Yeah, 101. You like them in the Cal Ripken years, right?
Cal Ripken years, and even recently, man. Like
Mancini, name me another.
Won me a title like a few years back.
Name me another Oriole, like big time Oriole.
Hayes.
Dang.
Who? Yeah, Hayes.
Yeah,
Santander.
Another legend besides Cal Ripken.
Another legend?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's a tough one, right?
That's a tough one, yeah.
Yeah. And people that are watching this and they're Oriole fans are like, man, these guys don't
know baseball. I'm talking about like right now.
It's just Orioles don't have so much things to talk about. Like I'm just that's the truth. He's a Padre though. He's a Padre now. He's gonna be
but he started at freaking
he started in Baltimore. You're right.
I don't know. I wanted to say what's his name? Larkin, but he was for the Reds.
Barry Larkin? Yeah, Reds, man.
Reds, right?
Yeah, Reds.
Yeah, but that's when Larkin and Ripken were going at it, right?
and Vizquel, and oh my God, that era of shortstop.
Vizquel was amazing.
The Indians. Remember, he used to grab the ball with his bare hand and just
Alberto, right?
Oh my God!
So was it Alberto or Albert?
Who are you talking about?
Vizquel or Ralph?
Omar Vizquel.
Omar
Vizquel. Yeah, he was really good.
It's crazy, man.
Will, can you name me an Oriole that was a legend out there besides Cal Ripken?
I told you, man, up until about 10 years ago, I didn't really pay attention to baseball, so I don't know a lot of history.
Damn.
If you ask me something within the last, like, I'll say a good, 5 to 8 years.
Which is why he's a Giants fan.
I see that. He knows them all.
I've always been
I know the whole starting lineup.
I know. Yeah, I do. And their jersey numbers. And their jersey numbers. And
no
their
way.
birthdays. No, I don't really know their birthdays.
I'm pretty sure.
No, but I don't really know a lot of history about baseball, other than the guys, Ted Williams, Babe Ruth, guys.
Can he play for the Orioles, right?
No, I'm just.
Oh my God! What?
I'm just kidding.
But yeah, man. Carlos is the freaking encyclopedia.
Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy. What the hell? Eddie Murray. Eddie Murray.
Eddie Murphy. He was quick on that one. He's a donkey. Anyway,
Eddie Murray. He was a Oriole, but he was with a lot of teams too.
My uncle.
Oh yeah. What?
You got the same last name,
dude. How did we get here?
We got here because we're avoiding talking about the
Carlos loves the Orioles.
No, Tony was saying that he loves the Orioles.
No, you asked me what other teams I like.
Yeah, and you kept going down the list, and then you got to the Pirates.
Started naming every team.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about the playoffs on the National League side. I know there's no need to talk about it because we are going to pick the Dodgers, but we're talking about the Cardinals on playing the Dodgers. It's going to be a hard game. I know you guys are saying that the Giants could lose too, and they can play that 163rd game. And or the Giants can lose out and the Dodgers can win out and they just win the division. But that's really kind of hard to tell because the Giants are playing a lot better baseball.
And the Padres on pitching on they don't even have anybody going. It's to be determined.
Yeah, there's the bullpen game. So
oh my God, that does not look good for us.
Okay, then pay attention to what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying I don't think the Dodgers.
That's why I love the Giants,
man. All right,
but it's in San Francisco, and San Francisco is definitely a pitcher's ballpark.
That's a big ballpark, though.
It's a huge.
Did they win today?
But
I don't even know what's the score. Check the score right now. I want to
see the bottom of the third.
I want to check it later.
Come on, man.
I like to be surprised later.
You want to be my Giants.
No, you know what it is? When I watch the Dodger games, I like to hear them say
Giants are up 2-0.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
It's the fifth.
Killing it for you.
So I like to watch the Dodger games, and then the announcers will say,
and then I watch the Giants game.
Our division rivals are facing the Padres. The score that they just scored. I like to hear it from them.
You like to hear the scoreboard watch and all that stuff.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
You like to be surprised. You like to go on suspense. And just be I just like to listen to the Giants win, and we should have an interview. Will become. Are you gonna get a Giants shirt? I just don't.
It.
Oh my God! I got another friend that has
a too small, and you're gonna love it,
dude. And we're losing right now. The Dodgers are losing.
Hey, stop it!
Hey, earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
I'm gonna log off right now.
Hey, baby earmuffs over here.
Baby ears over here. Oh my God! I'm having fun with you guys. All right, so. Do you think that the Dodgers have enough to win that game, that wild card game against the Cardinals?
Yes. That's what it's looking like.
That's what it's looking like.
The best pitcher that the Cardinals have to offer is Wainwright. They have Jack Flaherty, but Wainwright is pitching like an ace right now.
And at Dodger Stadium, he's going to be pitching a lot better.
Maybe.
I think we're going to smash him, bro.
I think so too. I think the Dodgers have.
I don't give a fuck about a Wainwright. He's fucking 39, 42?
Exactly. The thing about the Dodgers
smash them.
The Dodgers know how to take a walk, and the rest of the league doesn't. So against guys like Wainwright, that's why he's done so well this season, because there's a lot of guys that he's going against that don't have that high OBP. But you look at the Dodgers organization as a whole, and they're all about on base percentage.
Yep.
Yeah.
All they do is get base hits and get walks. They are the lowest strikeout team in baseball. I don't know the exact numbers. Maybe they aren't this year, but they are known
they're definitely top 3, top 5.
Yeah, they're definitely known for not being a strikeout team.
Yeah. Hey, we missed some messages, dude. I thought someone was watching it. So Javier got on here. He's a gentleman. How are we doing tonight? And then Fresh Gaming, what's up, everyone? So thank you guys for saying what's up or hi, like coming on here. I know we haven't been on here for a while, but it's always talking about baseball, always talking about the Will's Giants, and our Dodgers.
My giant cock all over Tony's face.
What? So anyway, all right. So if the Dodgers, you guys say the Dodgers, what if the Giants were to play the Cardinals? Are they going to beat them, or are the Cardinals going to come out on top of the Giants?
And that's the reason why I don't think the Giants really are going to go too far in the playoffs, is because they've been relying on guys that usually don't do very good pitching wise. Descalfani, Alex Wood. Who's the
is there hitting? Is there hitting?
Honestly, dude, Logan Webb. Logan Webb is really the only starting pitcher that they have that
Gausman, come on, man. If you're gonna fucking
Gausman fell apart, dude. Gausman fell apart.
Put some respect on Gausman's name, bro.
Wait, how are they falling apart if they're winning though? How are they like they're not?
They just had a 3-game series against the Diamondbacks, and they're a low tier team. So most likely they have really strong bats. That's the thing, is they're gonna score runs. But
I think the Giants are just a lot smarter playing this type of baseball than
what they small ball, man.
Yeah, they're playing a lot.
They get on base hits.
Yeah,
they also get a lot of home runs too.
They do get a lot of home runs.
Guys you don't expect,
Yeah, so you're getting little bunts to third base when they do the shift and they do all that other stuff. So they're playing smart baseball. Other team is doing that.
Let me show you this real quick. So Gausman actually pitched really well in his last start in Colorado. He only allowed 3 hits, 1 run, no walks, 11 Ks.
That's like a no-hitter right there.
In 6 innings.
Those type of numbers are like no-hitter. And Colorado, come on, man.
Yeah.
1 run?
But if you look at his previous 3 starts, he allowed 9 hits in 4 innings, 8 hits in 5 innings, and 8 hits in 6 innings.
Any runs?
Against who, though? Against who?
At San Diego, he allowed 4 runs in 4 innings. San Diego in San Francisco, he allowed 4 runs in 5 innings, and at Chicago, he allowed 3 runs in 6 innings. So he still got the quality
Cubs?
start.
The Cubs or the White Sox?
Cubs.
Okay,
but he allowed 8 hits in 2 of them and 9 hits in the other. He allowed 9 hits in 4 innings at San Diego.
But they're still winning. That's what I'm saying. They're still finding a way to win
because of their bats. But if they go against a lineup that has strong bats just like they do, I don't think the Gausman can pull off the win like that.
Damn. And he's going to
I don't think the Giants have enough to beat us either.
No. I agree with you.
I don't think the Cardinals do either. No. To be honest, Goldsmith's been on fire.
Bader
has been on.
Bader and what's the other guy? Harrison or what?
That is Bader. Harrison Bader.
Harrison Bader.
The other guy then.
Ronaldo?
No. There's another.
He's
guy.
just a presence.
Ronaldo's been kind of hit and miss.
But he's a big presence.
Tyler O'Neill.
O'Neill, yeah.
He's been a beast too, bro.
Yeah.
That little short,
stocky dude.
Tank.
Yeah.
He's a little tank, bro.
Yeah.
That guy smashes home runs too.
The Cardinals now are like the Nationals from 2019, where
they got in the wild card.
Their hitters are just so good right now. No one expected the Nationals to go to the World Series and win the World Series in 2019.
See, but that's the reason why they remember that play out in the outfield when
Tatis dropped the fly ball
No. That wasn't Tatis. It was the Nationals against the Brewers, and
oh yeah, the misplay.
That misplay when what's his name? Your favorite player from the Nationals, the lefty. What's his name? Soto. Juan Soto hit a line drive to the center fielder now for the Padres. And he misplayed it, so that's how the
Nationals went right under his glove.
Exactly. So that's how they got to the second part of the series, which was, you know, a big thing, and that's how they continue that momentum. And they kept winning games from the 8th inning and on, and that's what the Cardinals are doing. The Cardinals are playing exactly the same as the Nationals are, and that's really scary.
But the Dodgers have been doing the same thing, though.
And the Dodgers been playing good baseball. The Giants have been playing good baseball. So it's just going to be an interesting playoffs, because those three teams
are being the Dodgers right now, dude. They're not getting on base as often as they should be, but they're getting a lot of solo home runs and 2-run home runs.
All right, so the Brewers.
That's what's saving them right now.
It is. That's true. What about the Brewers? Do the Brewers have
the highest batting average in the league? They're the ones that are really playing the good small ball.
And Burns, come on, the pitchers, yeah, dude. Like
Corbin Burns, Brandon Woodruff, Freddie Peralta.
They won their division.
An amazing.
Right? They won their division.
Yep.
So who's going to win that one? Is it going to be the Brewers on top of the Braves, or the Braves? Because the Braves came out of nowhere too.
I think the Brewers. I got the Brewers.
The Brewers.
I think the Brewers has the pitching.
Yeah, that's the thing. But see, look, don't have the pitching. All they have is Charlie Morton.
But see, look, who does Milwaukee have as a hitter?
Yelich.
Are you kidding me?
Doing all that good.
Are you kidding me, Will?
Hey, is Lorenzo Cain still there?
An elite hitter this year?
I think no.
Lorenzo Cain's not there anymore.
Anything can happen in the playoffs.
Bro, come on. He's been trash all fucking
Look at Mike
season.
Trout, best player in the league, and in the playoffs, he can't do shit. And then you have the other guys. You have it on the opposite. Like, look at Randy Arozarena. Look at Randy Arozarena. This whole season, he's
the only guy I give
underwhelming.
The benefit of the doubt is my boy Bellinger. That's the only guy I will ever give doubt to.
Hold on, no man. Doubt. Turn this off already. Come on, man.
Oh, are you kidding me? Hey, what did I tell you?
Biggest
that fucking
bust
game?
Of the
7th
year,
inning and on. I could believe in Bellinger.
All right, you guys are gonna be sucking his balls when he fucking hits a 3-run home run today to tie the game. Watch.
Oh my God, are you serious? Bellinger, get out of here.
He'll do it later today to tie the game.
Okay, if it's past the 7th inning, I
believe the game a couple days ago.
He needed to cut that hair, dude.
I told you.
He did cut his hair.
Yeah, he needed to cut that hair. It's superstition, man. Baseball.
He hit that game-tying home run, and then Corey Seager and Justin Turner came in and clutched up, and then they ended up winning.
Yeah, I say baseball is a big-time superstition sport, and whoever doesn't believe me, I don't care.
Look, they're gonna put Bellinger in to pinch hit, and he's gonna hit a home run.
Bellinger can go to sleep, man. Go to sleep. You guys
I'll go to sleep with him.
You already brought up your man Rizzo. You already brought up Bellinger. Who else?
Oh my
Who's
God.
your other man crush? Just tell me. Just tell me right now. It's fine.
Hey. I have a thing for first basemen.
I know.
I would say Votto. I would say Votto. Yeah, man. First
I was waiting for you to say Joey Votto. That's
yeah, man. That's
I think out of all the three of them.
Hey, Will, how did Votto do for you this year?
Amazing.
Yeah, and I was touting him too before the even fucking season started. Remember, I was like, Joey Votto is gonna be your fucking sleeper. He's a first baseman. Like, if you really want to wait on first baseman, then Votto is your guy towards like the last rounds.
Who's the biggest bust? Who's the biggest bust right now, though? Like
Bellinger.
I would say Trout because he got hurt.
Right.
Or what's his name?
I know Will has been saying Bellinger all year.
I don't really consider someone getting hurt a bust.
Nah, I don't think so.
But see, look, I do
else
because you just where does it go? Where does it go? Where does your
He got injured. So give me another one.
Bust because they're gone for the rest of the season.
It's a bust on the pick.
It's a bust.
It's a bust because you picked them. But we're not talking fantasy baseball. We're talking about
fantasy baseball.
Nah, man.
You know who had the biggest prediction? You know who had the best prediction?
That's the only baseball I talk.
Hold on, Will. Like I want to talk about you picked Bellinger since the season began, before the season began. So I think you were spot on. You're like, yeah.
I told you.
Would you trade him? Would you trade him?
No, because It was the off-season shoulder surgery. He's coming off of surgery. It's going to take a while for him to kind of like find his swing again. And I feel like
going to do it during the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean,
that's being really hopeful right there, Tony.
What are you talking about? He's been fucking money.
When?
After the 7th.
After the 7th?
After the 7th.
He's playing after the 7th? Because after
just
3
came back from
strikeouts,
the IL, he had that rib injury.
You have some pine meat. Get out of here.
Hey, bro.
All right. So my biggest bust is going to be Lindor.
Right.
Lindor is the biggest bust. Big time.
Lindor's a really bust, but Bellinger was going in like the early second round.
Yeah, but to your point, you were saying that he had surgery. So I kind of didn't say like, oh, yeah, I remember we made fun of you, Will, because me and Tony made fun of you. Like, I don't think Bellinger.
Yeah, we were both like,
like, no. But then, now it's like, okay, MVP the surgery still makes sense. And he had a lot of injuries during the season. So, yeah, like he's a bust. But look at Lindor. Lindor didn't get injured. He didn't have anything wrong with him. He moved scenery.
He got injured once. He was out for like a few weeks. It wasn't a long stint.
A big
thing. Remember I told you that Lindor has to have fun to play good baseball.
Yeah.
And what happened when Javier Baez all of a sudden got traded over there?
He had like 2 good days.
Lindor started doing a lot better.
He had 2 good days, like
he was
2
batting
home
around
runs.
280 for the month after Javier Baez got there.
Yeah, and then Javier Baez.
280 isn't all that to scoff.
And you guys remember this? Remember this? What happened after that? They start going down again, and the fans were like, "Boo! Get out of here! We don't want you right here, whatever." And you remember, Javier Baez doesn't have to be there. He's gonna leave next year, and then Lindor's gonna be there for what, 11 years, 12 years? Damn, sucks for him. Bust
for the Mets, man.
Bust, big time bust. Do you guys know any? Give me a pitcher that's a bust.
A pitcher?
Yeah, a pitcher that's
I would say Aaron Nola.
Yeah, big time.
Aaron Nola?
I told you guys about Aaron Nola. I said, don't trust that guy.
What about Zach Wheeler? He stepped it up though, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And what did I say about Wheeler? What did I say? Do you guys remember? I hope
I ended up trading Wheeler for Cole, remember?
Yeah.
Who was another good pitcher that fucking didn't really do shit?
Dude,
Granke, but Granke was already going in the later
in the
rounds.
decline. He's old already. He's old
in the later rounds.
I would say in like round 12 or 13.
Well, I mean, it's not a big bust because we all know the how he's older. He's getting older. He's going to decline, and it's going to happen for an older pitcher. He's not going to be able to pitch from a 60-game season to 162. What's really going to stay up for it?
He's been getting the elbow injections for the past three or 4 seasons before the season starts, just so he can kind of loosen up a little bit and just be able to throw 89 miles an hour.
I remember I got two or three shots in my knee, and those things are like, this is a long ass needle, dude. Oh my God, they hurt, and they expect you to be good after like 3 days. Like I had a pain for like probably a whole week. It sucks, man. You guys listening out there, don't ever do that. That's garbage. That's the worst. Don't do that. Just so you can play. Nah, just let it rest. and then it'll heal. A human's body heals on its own. Just let it rest. Especially if you're not a major leaguer. Why do you need to do that? You don't. If you're in high school listening, another thing, just let it roll, man. I know it's your high school years. You're still in the growing process. You're gonna get better. Body hormones are gonna help ease up that thing. But yeah, those needles hurt, man. They suck. They really suck. Who do you have as one of those players that surprised you like this year?
Joey Votto.
Votto.
Ohtani
wasn't you thought Ohtani was gonna do good?
I even called it before the season started that Ohtani was gonna be great. I always said that he was a great player. It's just Tommy John surgery. He kept on getting hurt over and over again.
And that was my problem. That was my problem with Ohtani. Like he didn't really.
I remember you said that.
Yeah.
When I even said the problem is he keeps on getting hurt. You were like, exactly. He keeps on getting hurt.
Yeah. And then Tony was like, "Why are you guys getting on Ohtani? Like he can't be playing all the time." Like Tony, get out of here.
That guy's a beast. Yeah. He's gonna go number 1 next year, bro.
He should.
So? Well, if he's going to be a pitcher and hitter.
Exactly. In the leagues that you can draft one player, Ohtani, as a pitcher or hitter, those are the leagues
ESPN,
where he should go number 1 overall. There is no doubt about that.
I don't want to be number 1.
But in a league where you have to draft
the
pitcher separate from the batter, I think as a batter, he's probably still a first round pick. Maybe at like
top
the
5.
first.
Should he be MVP then? Before we get into the fantasy thing.
Top 5 bet. And if not, like Will said, if he's eligible for both pitcher and hitter, he should be number 1.
Period.
If he's just like a Yahoo league where it's batter or hitter, a hitter or pitcher, then it definitely hitter would be top 5 for me.
Yeah, he's
and second round, third round in pitching.
No,
deeper.
No, I would say probably like 10th round,
4th round for me in a 12.
Take notes, guys.
That's too much. That's too much for me.
Yeah. All right.
And because he's only going to pitch once a week.
Not anymore.
He'll never give
not
you
anymore.
A 2-week
No,
start.
no. He's not pitching.
He's
pitching.
been going every 5 days.
Yeah.
Like a normal starting pitcher now.
Okay. So is he an MVP?
I doubt that's going to happen.
Is he MVP?
They shouldn't do that.
I think he should be MVP.
He should, even though the team doesn't go to the playoffs. It has to do a lot with it.
What matters is how he performs in the regular season.
So it's an individual award then.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a problem with that. Every other league, every other sport,
most valuable player.
The most valuable player takes his team to the playoffs. Sometimes even to the championship and win it.
Okay, but look at basketball where you only have 5 players.
Yeah. I agree.
Football where the defense is different from the offense.
Yeah, and you have the MVP on there because he makes a difference. You take him out of the equation, and that team plays horrible. That's what I'm saying. They can do with or without Ohtani not making the playoffs.
There would still be a losing team.
Yeah.
You got it? See? Like that's my problem.
I think
that's
Trout would have done a lot. They would have been.
It would have been a lot different, but they have no pitching. That's where I'm getting to. Like
They're
Ohtani
so stupid, man.
Came out and said,
God.
"I love playing for the Angels. I wouldn't change my teammates, but I love to win." What does that mean? That wants
means
to
Ohtani
play,
doesn't want the extension. He's not going to sign that extension.
but he wants to win.
The world has seen what he can do, and not only that, but Ohtani himself has seen what he can do.
Dude.
He knew what he could do in the Japanese league, but he didn't know that he would be this elite.
We get rid of the Bauer contract and we pick up Ohtani.
Ohtani doesn't want to come to LA
Why not?
because he should have done it from the get-go.
I don't think the Dodgers were offering the type of money.
No, they didn't have
The
the money
Angels
at the
were.
time.
Dude, they were offering a little bit slight lower, but the
Come on.
incentives he was going to get with the
But
Dodgers.
he was young though.
was
I mean, you're
way
gonna go
more
for
than
that
Angels.
extra. I would, dude. I'm pretty sure they offered more than like. It wasn't like $1 million or $2 million. I'm sure it was like 20 million.
I'm pretty
more.
sure, yeah. But
That's
at the
what
same
I would
time,
take the 20 million.
at the same
too. I'm
time,
like,
at the
fuck
same
that.
time, you had Dodger players go out to where he was at, and he said no. Remember, Kershaw came back all mad, and he was like, "What the hell did I waste my time for? Like, I flew all the way to him, and they were talking shit about it." So, you think the Dodgers are going to do that, or would you rather sign Kershaw next year and keep him here and have him retire as a Dodger? Because Dodgers have a
I would
record
love
of doing
to see
that.
him retire.
Yeah,
as a
I would.
Dodger.
As
Why
a,
not?
I would.
I
love
also want to see. I want to see him go to his home state. You know, I want to see him at the Ranger Stadium and have hopefully a freaking playoff game for the Rangers.
But
You know,
why couldn't the Dodgers get both? Kershaw's not going to be. He's not going to require $30 million a year.
Nah,
he
you'll probably
did
give him
in his last season.
What do you think? 11, 12?
No,
That's
he's closer to like
15.
probably 17, 18.
Damn.
yeah,
I don't
that's what
know.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
It's for
And
the
then-
name and also the reliability, bro.
What, 2 years?
I'd
Or 1
say
year?
I'd say 3
3?
3 years.
That's a long time. Too.
That's a long time.
It
2
is
years.
a long time, but you
That's
could
why
also,
Turner only got 2 years. Turner got 2 years, and he got what, 15?
Turner's older.
Yeah, but he's still producing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He's
So
not
is
getting
Kershaw.
injured. Yeah, but he's not injured. Turner's not injured.
No, not this
Playing
year.
every day.
Not this
But
year. Last year he
Turner
was.
gets injured almost every single year,
But last
This-
year was only a 60-game series. 60-game.
which
He
helped
played.
him a lot. Which
Yeah.
helped him a lot.
Yeah. So I don't know. And what about Scherzer? That's another thing. Are they going to sign Scherzer? I would rather have
wouldn't.
reliability, like you guys said, for fantasy baseball. I would rather go with the names that I know that can produce, which is Kershaw and Scherzer, than to go with Ohtani that he's been getting injured. This is going to be his first season not getting injured, just like Tatis.
Yeah,
Tatis has
after
been
he
getting.
finally had Tommy John surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that first game?
Dude, dude, you cannot deny the hitting.
No, I'm not denying
talent in hitting.
No, he's
bro.
talented. Yeah,
and the speed, the power.
Yeah,
that's
so when
he's a complete package, bro.
Okay, he's a complete package, but we don't have the DH on the American.
He will.
The National League.
They haven't permanently announced it.
But when's it going to happen?
The next year.
Is it going to happen?
When the Dodgers get Ohtani.
Of all the experts, the general consensus of all the experts, even though it hasn't been announced yet.
Wait, I'm an expert. I don't know about that.
An expert in what?
And a lot of other stuff, not baseball.
So they're saying that when the Players Association meets with the baseball commission, that they're going to agree to adopt the DH in the National League for forever.
That's the rumor.
That's the big rumor that there's
that's
no
a sizzling rumor. That's the one that's like, yes, it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
it should.
Every podcast that I've listened to that actually has these guys that come onto their show.
There's no reason we should have pitchers hitting.
Exactly. I mean,
are they gonna move the mound 10 feet back?
I don't think so.
Oh, come on, man! You haven't heard about that? No. The minor leagues have been doing that. I don't know.
The pitch clock.
The pitch clock. Another one again.
They're trying to implement either a 20-second or 30-second pitch clock.
That changes the game.
I think they have to do that shit for hitters too, though, man. Motherfuckers over here like fucking Nomar and shit.
Nomar takes a minute to get ready. Leave that dude alone. But that's part of the game.
Let's play.
The 20-second is not just for the pitcher; that's for the hitter also.
Yeah, but what are you trying to accomplish with that? It's not going to speed the game up.
So, but it will.
How?
So they've done that in college and the minor leagues.
It's like a 2.5 hour game instead of
fucking
40 minutes.
It's going to change the game.
Shaved off 40 minutes.
What I tell you, bro.
But that's going to change the game.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No.
Well, it makes people fucking decide something sooner than they would.
Yeah.
That, like, what do you mean?
God.
Like
it's going to change the game. I agree. But you adapt. Look at all these.
Yeah, you can adapt.
Look at all these really young starting pitchers that are coming up that have already been doing this, the 20 to 30 second rule.
Well, they need to change the game, right? I guess. And I'm old school and I don't like that rule, but if it happens, it happens. What's going to happen?
If they're already doing it in college.
Boycott baseball? I can't.
If they're already doing it in college and the minor leagues, then a lot of these guys that are going to be coming up are already used to it.
They're going to be used to it, yeah.
And that's batters and pitchers.
They're gonna be fast paced. They get the ball, like get ready, boom, and set and go.
Yeah,
it's just gonna be like as a hitter, you're gonna be like, oh well, I had this.
It's gonna be like a video game, bro.
Yeah, that's
what's gonna happen. Just like what you guys were saying about Nomar right now, how he's just constantly just like taking off his Velcro like 7 times and then
turns around and looks at the fucking thing.
And then he goes like,
a waste of time, dude. And honestly, the average baseball fan doesn't want to see that. And they're not trying to cater to
they're catering to hitters right there. That's what I was going to say.
I mean baseball in general. They're not trying to cater to the fans like us that are watching every single day. They
want the new one.
They're trying to get more viewership from all these other people that don't have the attention span as smart people.
wait, but we've talked about this and we talked about it and we said that it's not about speeding up the game. It's about showing games out for kids to see the freaking games. There are almost every game is blocked out.
Like, well, that's part of it.
Yeah, it has to. Like, so they're just being greedy. They want to be greedy. And look, this 20-second is only going to be for the hitters so that the hitters can have more chance for timing, for the home run, and for people to be like, oh, home runs again, and then have those 60, 70 home run seasons for players, because that's what makes money, right? And that's what's going to happen. And that's why I'm so against that 20-second clock. I know it's going to save 40 minutes, but it's just not going to change the game for me to where it's like, this is going to be more of a hitter league than a pitching league. And watch, remember this.
I think there's a very small percentage of people that agree with you.
And that's what sucks.
Like, to me, it really like I agree with Carlos that it's gonna be like more hitter friendly, because of the pace of the game. As a hitter, you want the balls coming right away.
Because
that's what you're used to, you know. Here comes another pitch. Here comes another pitch. That's how
hitting practice. When you do hitting practice. Yeah.
Exactly. Or like home run derby. It's literally a few seconds into the after the last pitch.
Yeah.
So I would say it is a lot more hitter friendly, but at the same time, it's like these pitchers, we're gonna see the cream of the crop rise, and like the people that were like, like mediocre, they're gonna like fall down, bro. Yeah. Because a lot of pitchers that are relying on the timing, on the things like that, they're not gonna. And I don't know, man. There's got to be like a fine line there,
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
The minor leagues in college have been doing this for a few seasons already.
The shimmy.
So the guys,
maybe we're gonna see a lot more of that type of thing,
Yeah.
Remember how we were talking about Jansen earlier a few days ago?
Oh, that little.
We might see a lot more pitchers doing things like that if they do implement the 20-second things, because we're gonna have to
little matrix glitch.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see somebody throw off their timing. Yeah. The only way you could throw off your timing is by actually changing your pitching stance or the way you deliver.
Like Cueto's
because
shimmy?
If you're down to a clock, that's the only way you're gonna get it. So it's a fine line, man. To be honest, like I agree with Carlos, but I also agree with
all these
Will.
guys that are in the minors and in college are already doing this, then even if they didn't have a clock, they already have their own timing. They're already so used to this that they're not going to take that extra time anyway.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these younger guys that we see, Jack Flaherty and even Buehler, like they're very fast to get to.
That's true. Delivery. They get the ball and they get set and they're ready to throw. Like you're right. And that's how you're going to change. That's how you're going to change the culture of baseball. I think
guys
it
like
has to be like
Kershaw that he does his little thing, holds it for a couple seconds, and then
like Angels in the outfield.
Those are the guys that are not going to like this. They're not going to like the new rule. But
they're already on their way out. They're
not going to be here in 5 years. Exactly.
Yeah, they're on their way out.
Yeah. Well, guys, I think we reached that point in that clock, in that point where we're like, we have to.
Who's going to win in the wild card series? And did we talk about that?
Yeah, we talked about that, and you guys said the Dodgers.
Cincinnati, right?
The Dodgers. Cincinnati, get out of here. Oh, they're wearing the Cleveland hat. Don't even know what the Cleveland hat means. Anyway.
Hey, man, it's all about the Cleveland
you know what's funny, though?
Team.
Yeah.
Cleveland has been no-hit 3 times this season, but they're second in the division.
Yeah.
That's crazy how that division sucks so bad.
Oh, look at the Mariners, too, though. The Mariners got no hit twice.
And they're going to make the playoffs. I hope they make the playoffs. I hope they do. I hope.
You want the Mariners to make the playoffs?
I do, man. I want to see a different team. Man. I want to see a different team make it. I want to see
stars. You want to see stars in the World Series.
No, I'm not saying World Series. I'm just saying playoffs. I want to see.
You still want to.
I want to see the Mariners. Look, this is what I want to see. I want to see the Mariners beat either the Yankees or the Red Sox, so they could be like, "What? Where did this team come from?" I know, but
no way, bro.
Hopeful.
The Red Sox?
Yeah, the Red Sox suck, dude. What you talking about?
No,
they're not playing all that great.
Are you kidding me? They just got Sale back. Fucking Eovaldi, who's been pitching.
And Sale goes like 4 innings.
He just goes 4 or 5 innings. That's it.
It's playoffs, though. You don't think they're gonna stretch him out to like the 5th or even like?
Late. He came back too late.
Isn't Rizzo in the Yankees and you're a Rizzo like big time? That's your boyfriend, and you're not even like talking about the Yankees. Why?
I'm not really a Yankee fan.
But you're a Rizzo fan.
Guy. I'm a Boston guy.
But you're a Rizzo fan.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get a bet going. If the Red Sox and the Yankees play in the playoffs, we'll get a bet going.
About what?
I'm gonna go for the Yankees and you go for the Red Sox.
All right. I got 20 on the Red Sox.
Do you? Okay, I got 20 on that.
Bet a hat.
Well, no, hell no. That's $45. That's 50
bucks. You a baller.
Let's do 20 then.
You're a baller. Then you borrow $20, bro.
Let's do 20. I got the Yankees. You got the Red Sox.
Yeah. Let's just do a 24 pack. What is it? $25?
Yeah, whatever.
A 20 pack, like a 24.
Go to Costco. Go get the Kirkland beer. That shit's like $15.
What are you talking about? Why are you doing that?
Kirkland beer?
Kirkland? That's like even worse than natural ice.
Dude, they make water too. Like
they literally call it water. Natural
Kirkland
ice.
beer is actually made by the Anheuser-Busch company.
Oh, okay.
I know it is. I know. That's what you drink, right? That's why you're defending it.
I don't drink alcohol.
Well, anyway, we'll get that if it happens. If it doesn't happen, then the bet's off.
We're leaving now.
All right. Yeah. Before we leave, Will, you got anything to say before we got to shut it down? And this is the last show of the season, so
no way. I won't see you guys.
No, we'll get back on.
The last show of the regular season.
The regular season. Don't cry. All right.
We'll be back next year for fantasy baseball. We kind of slacked off towards the end. And honestly, I kind of blame it on just myself having 4 leagues and then these guys having, 2 leagues of their own. I think that we just kind of got overwhelmed with our own.
I was in 3 leagues.
Personal thing. Okay. 3 leagues. Yeah. 3 leagues. So it's a lot, man. Daily lineups. It's a lot to handle.
It's hard, man.
She said
it's really hard. So I think next year I'm going to limit myself down to 2 maximum. I'm just going to do ours and maybe Javi's league or maybe Walter's league. I don't know, depending on if Javi has his again.
Hey, how'd you do in Walter's league?
And Walter's league, I lost in the semifinals. I know.
Sucks.
Would you end up with like 4th or 5th?
4th.
Hey, are we going to have that we're gonna allow someone to come onto the league that's not part of the league.
Actually,
we did with Jasper.
Yeah,
there's a guy that has been messaging me all season long on Instagram, and I definitely want to invite him to join our league next season. He's about to actually win his championship. He's in a categories league,
dude.
He's up right now 9-4. He's messaging me pretty much daily. And, I try to give him all the advice I can. He's like, oh, someone just dropped Mookie Betts. Should I try to get him? But he doesn't come off of waivers until Sunday. So I'm like, if you're only going to have him for one day, there's really no point in that. Just roll with what you got. And, there's like little.
Unless you have a batter you can drop.
There's a lot of players that he has on his lineup that I kind of told him about months ago. Jonathan India, Brendan Rodgers, Framber Valdez, Tyler Mahle.
Tyler Mahle, man, what a stud!
See, I told you guys about Tyler Mahle.
I remember I was giving you shit over him.
Yeah,
bro.
you were.
I was like, why the fuck are we going after fucking Red Sox or Reds pitchers? I remember I was giving you shit over him, and I didn't want to pick him up.
Both of you guys were.
So then Jasper, have you guys talked to Jasper or anything?
I haven't talked to Jasper since the season ended.
Yeah, it's just we haven't got on either, so we haven't seen if he got on or anything. But yeah, if we're gonna do that, we'll get set up for that anyway. And we are gonna get on talk about playoff baseball because this is the I guess what you call it the frosting on the cake for baseball players or baseball fans right now. It's just like an epic freaking party. And
if you won, you're fucking celebrating.
Yeah, and we're still waiting for that carne asada, dude. Like so, you right there. Yeah. So we're still waiting. Yeah, of course you, dude. What the hell?
Yeah, all of a sudden,
dude, you won some good money, and we're not gonna say how much because I don't want to put you on blast over there.
I did okay.
Before we go, guys, I wanted to show you this.
What is it?
I went to a yard sale last week.
Kershaw?
Someone had a Kershaw bobblehead
as a batter.
As a
Is
batter,
he hitting?
yeah.
Oh damn!
Oh my god!
That's crazy, huh? Hey, guess how much I got for this?
$2.
$5.
So the guy was
come
like,
on, man, you're suspending too much.
So on eBay, I checked this one, and it's going for $25 or $30, and I got it for $7.
All right. So, hey, Tony, we put our money together. We got it right. I said $2. You said $5. That's $7 right there.
Oh, and then
we work like a team.
The dude that I told you that I know that he's the godfather of Bobby Dahlbeck.
Yeah.
He's actually the one that gave me that Kershaw signed card.
Okay.
No way.
Yeah.
All right. Did you tell him we have a podcast?
Yeah. Did you tell him you have 2 other people that want a Kershaw signed card?
He's like, I don't want any Dodgers players, so you can have these.
All right, but did you tell him that you have other friends that want a card too?
Nah. I don't care about you.
You should remind him when you see him.
That's not fair. All right, Tony. What do you got? You got something to say to anybody? If there's anybody else viewing us right now, you can say something.
God, I hope your season went well. And if it didn't, then you need to start watching us a lot more because we did really good.
But there's results because there's other people that did good, like that guy that that's following on Instagram. Yeah, there's other people like that. They're following.
And if you're not doing well, reach out to us and we'll let you know. We'll steer you the right direction.
What do you mean we? What do you mean?
Will, by we, I mean will respond to your messages. And
you get on the Instagram once in a while.
Don't act like you didn't come to me a few times talking about like, hey, this guy is asking about blah blah blah.
Yeah, because
and then you go like blah 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 blah.
And then I go blah 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 blah.
I feel like you give better advice when it comes to points leagues. So I would prefer that you answer all the points leagues questions, and then I answer all the categories leagues questions.
Yeah, we'll plan that out next year.
Like I said, we
will plan that out next year.
You need to start replying earlier when we text you.
Yeah. I'm pretty bad at things.
Nah, he's not bad. He just doesn't decide to respond to certain texts. But you tell him, Tony, what's up? You want to go here? He's like, oh yeah, dude, let's go.
You got what?
Joshua Tree.
Yeah, so they're like, hey, dude, you want to get on the show? Nothing. Crickets. Nothing. And then he says he goes to sleep. And then he's like, I'm gonna go to a Dodger game today. Like, and then he's asleep.
I said I'm debating on going to the Dodger game.
What, debating on going to the bed or to the game? Which one was it?
I'll tell you what one.
I know which one won. Your bed. Yeah. That's
I'm hungry.
I see that. So we're gonna end the show. End the show here, man. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. If you already did it, man, that's cool, man. You know, whatever. This is not our last show. It's just the last show of the season because I don't think we're gonna get on this weekend. Dude, yeah, football is pretty good.
Will, you've been doing good, huh?
Yeah, he's been picking up.
3-0.
He's over there trying to pick up or trying to trade Diggs. If you guys are football fans out there,
that fool offered it to me.
That's a horrible trade. Horrible.
Hey, there was I tried to pick up another player that because I'm the number one
dude,
seed.
I gotta go.
I don't like how they do waivers in this league, dude.
Yeah, it sucks.
They have the opposite as your seed.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucks. I have the number 12 waivers since I'm the number one seed.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, we'll see if we do that football one. We'll see if we do the football one.
I forgot his name.
We'll play this season and then we'll talk about it and see if we can do the football one. Well, I'm Carlos Baseball. This is Tony Snap and Will Power. Real Talk Baseball. Signing out.
See you guys.